Zootopia, Better Zoogether is the new 4D show opening at Animal Kingdom, officially opening on November 7th, 2025. The show takes place inside the Tree of Life Theater, where the now extinct It's Tough to Be a Bug show ran from the park's opening in 1998 until March 16th of 2025. I attended the previews for this Zootopia show and have some rather harsh comments to share. As a former cast member, current Orlando local, and Disney fan since I was a child, I seek to share my perspectives on all things Disney. If you want to experience the attraction for yourself first with no spoilers before hearing my input, feel free to skip ahead to the time below to get a more general review. Okay, let's get into it. As you approach the Tree of Life, practically everything is the same. Actually, when you think about it, everything is nearly identical to the It's Tough to Be a Bug show, from the queue through the show itself. The posters and props are all in the same place, the ball, the doors, everything. Once the show starts, it's clear the effects will be the same from before as well. This is what I expected, but it still feels a little bit cheap, especially given the story of the show. They even have this shameless advertising for Pandora, which seems a little bit out of place. Basically, the plot of the show is that you're attending the Zootopia Together Day, where all the different animal biomes come together to celebrate. Throughout the course of the show, things go awry, and of course, Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps are on the case to discover what's happening. It turns out that former Mayor Bellwether is the sheep in wolf's clothing mastermind behind the whole plan. My main problem with the show arises from the fact that the show is just over 9 minutes in runtime. In that amount of time, Disney is trying to tell a coherent story, add in fun family-friendly elements, and incorporate all of the effects made for a previous attraction into this new show. It simply doesn't work. The show moves too quickly, it feels jumpy, and it simply feels like it was made to be a small animated short as a promotion for Zootopia 2, rather than a unique new theme park attraction. Is there anything good to say about the show? I think there are a couple of great features. Clawhauser, who appears as an animatronic to the right of the screen where the animatronic of Hopper used to be, looks pretty great. The film visuals themselves are also very good. They're crisp and clean, and that's not something that's common with a lot of the other Disney 3D shows due to their age. The show is also much more family-friendly and upbeat than It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's good that Disney is seemingly attempting to head back to its roots by creating attractions that kids and parents can enjoy together. But the problem of substance still remains. The show is not that memorable or interesting, and it truly feels like Disney opted for their ever-increasing quote-unquote synergy strategy to drive theater attendance for the new movie and also sell more in-park merchandise. My favorite part of the show was what I believe was the most memorable: getting spit on by a walrus for a comedically long amount of time. It's silly, but it's fun. It's something that I can take from the show, and I'm sure a lot of other people will, especially kids who are going to be giggling about it as soon as they leave the theater. But what other elements were particularly memorable? None, because the show really isn't all that interesting. I don't expect everything Disney makes to leave a profound, lasting impact on all of its viewers, but I do expect that the theme park attractions far surpass the quality of a Disney short, and in this case, it doesn't. Part of what makes me disappointed in the show is nostalgia. I was a fan of It's Tough to Be a Bug, and I remember being scared of it as a kid. That's a lasting memory. But just because I used to like something or remember it well, doesn't mean I can't put those feelings aside and also like what replaced it. I hear it time and time again from Disney defenders recently, and it's become tiresome. It should be the baseline expectation that when something is destroyed, what replaces it is objectively better. And when it comes to Zootopia, Better Zoogether, it simply isn't that great of an attraction. It's Tough to Be a Bug was a relic of the past, where 3D or 4D shows were ubiquitous across the theme parks. Think Shrek 4D, and perhaps the king of them all, Captain EO. Yet It's Tough to Be a Bug was one of the most unique, featuring legitimately scary effects and environmental changes that created an amazing atmosphere in what many guests expected to be a more run-of-the-mill 3D show. Did that make it a good attraction for most guests? Maybe, maybe not. That's up for them to decide. I was there during the last days of the It's Tough to Be a Bug show, and it gathered a large, passionate crowd for every showing. I understand that its intensity may be off-putting to unsuspecting parents, but it also featured comedic effects, recognizable characters, and a meaningful lesson. That lesson, of course, is that it is indeed tough to be a bug. These small educational elements and attractions have nearly all become extinct throughout the parks, and their strong connection to the core philosophy of the parks will be missed as they are systematically removed for fun, but ultimately shallow, forgettable experiences such as Zootopia. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first ever video, but I have multiple videos planned out. So if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, or just leave a comment down below to help me out. Thank you so much and have a magical day.